Good morning, members. We're going to be talking about binding off the last row of your Tunisian project. This will close up all the gaps and finish off your project so that you can weave ends in. I've seen a few videos to do it, and I like this method that I do a little bit easier, especially because some people don't add a border until the end. So when I do my starting chain, for example, in the swatch below, you chain the number that you want, and you already have a loop on your hook. So people ask, do I have to chain one more? And you don't, because you have the loop on your hook. So if you chain 10, you actually have 11. So I go into the second back bump from my loop, from my hook, and that gives a stitch in the corner. So if you're connecting pieces together or whatever, it's not so hard to get your hook into that corner. If you only chain 9 because you want to work 10, and then you work directly into that next stitch and cast on, a lot of times it's really tight to get your hook in there. And I've actually broke yarn trying to get my hook in there. So for your stitch count to remain the same, to add a separate border, and I like my stitch count to stay the same. When you bind off, a lot of videos show that you go into this, not the first one, but your second one, and you go in and then you're going to slip stitch across. I don't like that because that will give you 9 stitches across, and we have a swatch of 10. So what I like to do is I like to chain 1, and that'll give me an easy corner to get down into. And then I go in to each vertical bar and I do a slip stitch. Let's see if I can do this with the camera. All the way across. And doing the slip stitch, I think, gives the finished product at the end. This is closer, where if you do a single crochet and single crochet each one off, your top stitch seems to be further up. And when you look closely at your project, you can see the difference. People that don't crochet, they're not going to see it, but you will. So I like this method better. And then, like I said, we're going to slip stitch all the way across. And then on our final, we're going to go through the 2 bars on the end, yarn over, and slip stitch. Now this way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where if we would have just went into the first one, like a lot of other videos showed, we would have only had 9 stitches across. And I think that kind of makes it easier for adding a border so that you have the same amount of stitches on each side and across your top. And that is how you will bind off on your project. Then you will just yarn over and pull through and then cut your working thread, and you're done. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in our group or message me. Thank you very much. Have a great day.